You wanna know one upside of owning a home? More money when tax season comes around. Keep watching. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Jenna. Thanks for tuning in again on another Sunday video. We wanted to talk about one of the biggest upsides when you own a home, and that's a little bit more money in your pocket when tax season comes around. So we actually have an activity that our sales managers in the neighborhoods can go over with you as well, but we wanted to take a moment and kind of show you what that looks like, where you can really see step by step what owning a home versus renting a home and how you get more money at tax time. So first we're gonna start with your income. No matter if you're renting or you're owning, your income doesn't change, right? So for this scenario, we're gonna say you make $80,000 a year. So on the left-hand side, you see $80,000 when you rent. On the right-hand side, you see $80,000 when you own. As you can see, nothing changes because whether you rent or own, the income doesn't change. At tax season, people are always looking for different deductions, and so what I'm going to explain are some of the deductions you have whether you rent or whether you own. So whether you rent or you own, there's gonna be different deductions. You have some standard deductions whether you rent, and then you have some miscellaneous deductions if you own. So you can see on the left-hand side, we have the standard deductions, and on the right-hand side, we have the miscellaneous deductions. And as you can see right here, we say that they cancel each other out. They're pretty much the same. So the next one is interest from your home. Obviously, when you rent, you're not paying any interest on your home, you're just paying rent every month. But when you own a home, you are paying interest, and that can vary. But right now, the current interest rate for the general area is 4.125%. So you're paying that when you own a home. So as you can see here on the left-hand side, I have a big fat 0 for the rent side because you're not paying any interest. But on the right-hand side, and you can see some of the math that I did here, we're gonna go with a scenario of about $300,000 home, just for the sake of keeping everything a little easier. When you have a home, when you purchase a home, you need to put money down. So typically the minimum is around 3%, and this can vary per loan programs. Again, all the more reason why our sales managers in the neighborhoods are really the experts to go over what's best for you. But for this scenario, we're gonna say 3% is the minimum, right? So that ends up being around $9,000 that you put down towards the home. So if we subtract that from the $300,000, you're left with financing $291,000 for a home, okay? What you do is you're gonna take that $291 and you're gonna multiply that by the current interest rate, which I said was the 4.125%. which then gives us the $12,000 you see here on the right-hand side. So next is the real estate taxes. If you rent a home, again, you're not paying real estate taxes, you're just paying rent to the person who owns the home or the apartment that you're living in. But when you own a home, you do pay real estate taxes, and this is going to vary per area based on where you're looking. So if, again, we're doing the scenario of the $300,000, you're going to multiply that by what the millage rate is for that tax area. For this scenario, we did $300,000 and ended up with $5,000 in real estate taxes that you'd be paying. So if you see here on the left-hand side, I have, again, a big fat 0 for the real estate taxes because you're not paying any. But on this side over here where you own, you have $5,000 that you're paying every year for the real estate taxes to own your home. So just remember, guys, when we're talking about the interest you're paying on a home when you own, or the real estate taxes that you're paying, so that $12,000 and that $5,000, these are deductions that you are able to use, and that's where you get some more money back when tax season comes around. It'll make a little bit more sense here as we continue. So if we look here on the rent side, if we subtract all of the big fat zeros from the interest and the real estate taxes you're not paying, your adjusted gross income isn't changing. It's gonna stay that $80,000. When we look at the own side though, that is where it changes. We're gonna take your $80,000 income, we're gonna subtract the $12,000 from the interest of your home, we're going to then subtract the $5,000 from the real estate taxes you're paying when you own a home, and then that's what we're left with, the adjusted gross income, which then comes to about $63,000. And as we all know, you're gonna be paying taxes on your adjusted gross income. So when you have the $63,000 versus the $80,000, you can already see where the difference is coming. As you can see, we have 28%. This is a very general number, but most people fall in that 28% tax bracket. And all we're doing is we're taking that 28% and we're multiplying that to your adjusted gross income. So you can see on the left-hand side, we have the $80,000, which is your adjusted gross income for renting. And we're gonna multiply that by the tax bracket of that 28%. That leaves us with $22,400, okay? If we look on the right-hand side, again, remember that adjusted gross income is now $63,000. We're still going to be in the same tax bracket, so we're gonna multiply that by the 28%, which then leaves us with the $17,640. So again, you can see the difference, it's coming together now. So what that means is you have $4,760 a year, or if you wanna look at it on a monthly view, you can be saving $396 a month. What this difference is the savings that you are investing in yourself, in your home. So guys, I own my own home, and while I know I'm paying more every year, I know that long-term investment-wise, if and when we decide to sell our family home, I have money then that I invested in myself versus just throwing away that $4,700 a year and not having anything to show for it. If you have any questions, as always, you can email at information@charterhomes.com or call at the 800 number, or you can comment below in this video and we will be sure to answer your questions. Make sure you subscribe because every Sunday we release a new video and you're not going to want to miss all of the fun facts that we share. And don't forget to follow us on our social media, Facebook and Instagram, which is linked below, and we'll see you next time.